Imagine waking up one day to a world where all the males have vanished, a reality with only women left on Earth. What would society look like? How would humanity survive? Today, let's dive into the fascinating possibilities of a male-free world. The immediate shock would be unprecedented. Every male, from children to the elderly, would be gone. The world's infrastructure, heavily reliant on certain male-dominated professions like construction, heavy industry, and transportation, would face instant challenges. Female professionals in these fields would step up, but without a transition period, essential services would see major disruptions. Women would likely form emergency teams to fill these critical roles. There would be rapid skill building in mechanical fields, police and fire departments, and industrial jobs. It would be a period of quick adaptation and reorganization, with women showing resilience in taking on these new responsibilities. The most profound effect would be on human reproduction. With no males, natural reproduction would halt. Science would become humanity's last hope to prevent extinction. Researchers would turn to technologies like IVF and possibly use stored sperm from fertility banks, but this would be a temporary solution. The pressure on scientists to create breakthroughs like cloning or artificial gametes would intensify. Humanity's future could rely on complex genetic science, pushing reproductive research forward at unprecedented speeds. If technology advances, we might eventually see developments like stem cell manipulation, where female cells could be transformed to create both sperm and eggs. This kind of science could extend human reproduction, but it could take years or even decades to develop and become viable for large populations. A world without men would also mean a major cultural shift. Social norms, traditions, and even family structures would transform. Leadership positions across the world would transition entirely to female leadership, with female politicians, business leaders, and community heads driving every aspect of society. Relationships and family dynamics would take on new meanings as women form networks of support and friendship that replace traditional family structures. While some cultural traditions might adapt, others would fade away, reshaping how communities celebrate, socialize, and support one another. The psychological effects would be complex and far-reaching. Society would need to address the grief, loneliness, and sense of loss that would inevitably follow such a massive change. Support systems would emerge, and communities would need to emphasize mental health care, unity, and resilience as they adapt to the new reality. But humans are incredibly adaptable. Over time, people might develop new forms of companionship and emotional bonds. Human creativity and resilience would shape a new, unique society that adapts to the absence of half of the population. A world with fewer people in general would impact the environment and the economy. With reduced manufacturing and transportation, pollution levels might drop, and ecosystems could flourish with less human interference. Urban landscapes might slowly be reclaimed by nature. Economically, countries would face challenges. Financial systems, production, and global trade would need to adapt to a smaller, entirely female workforce. But in time, society would adjust, potentially leading to more localized economies and simpler, sustainable lifestyles. So, if all males disappeared from Earth, the world would face extraordinary changes. Humanity would confront social, psychological, and reproductive challenges. But we'd also see resilience, innovation, and unity as women redefine society. While it's an incredible what-if scenario, it highlights the adaptability and strength that exist within all people, regardless of gender. Thank you for watching Curiosity Unleashed. If this scenario intrigued you, hit the subscribe button for more fascinating what-if explorations. Until next time, stay curious.